Kelly, there are hack lists everywhere you look on the internet. Productivity hacks, cleaning hacks, kitchen hacks, organizational hacks.
Design hacks, fashion hacks. Everybody got a hack.
Everybody's got a hack. Some work well, others not at all. But we're going to share with you our favorite hacks that actually work.
Let's talk about what the word hack means. There are so many definitions. To break into someone's computer or into a financial account without permission.
To chop off something in a rough manner, or if you're hacking a golf ball, you're clumsily hitting it.
Or if someone is unskilled or is not a professional, then they're a hack.
Right, or a dry, short cough. So many definitions for the same word.
But today, the definition we're using is a simple and inexpensive solution to a common problem.
Necessity is the mother of invention. So I had to figure out a solution to organize my husband's massive collection of golf hats. Now you may think, oh yeah, he's probably got 20 or 30 golf hats, which is a lot, but no, he has like 80 golf hats and they were everywhere. I had to have a solution. I tried all the Amazon hacks, you know, stuff like this that you hang on the back of the door or you can lay on a shelf. But every time he would go to get one, they would all fall off the wall. I needed to find something that would handle a large volume. So I took some old curtain rods and hung them on the wall in the garage. I found these rings on Amazon. They're like 40 for a pack for $10, and placed them on the curtain rod and clipped the hats on with these little rings that are like shower curtain rings. You just clip the top of the hat to it. It works perfectly, and he can grab any hat. He can even put them in order of color, which he does, and put them back when he's finished without them all falling down.
I love that. Great hack. You know, we used another hack at your sister's house when we were decorating that, and that was hanging a large canvas over the electrical box.
Oh yeah.
The canvases are very light, so it was easy to move it whenever we needed to get into the box. However, having it covered really made that little area look so much better.
Why do builders put ugly electrical boxes like that right on the most visible wall?
I have theories about that, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
When you buy fresh asparagus, never throw away those purple rubber bands. They're amazing. I use them for cable wrappers. I like them so much more than the Velcro, and they're free.
Why have you not told me this before? I wish I had known that.
Well, that's why we're doing this video.
Just kept it to yourself for 40 years, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Now, if you're over 50, you may have trouble doing things that require strength, because a lot of us have arthritis or are starting to get arthritis. If you're trying to get toothpaste, the last bit out of a tube, you can actually use the back of your toothbrush and push it out without having to squeeze it and hurt your hands. If you're trying to open up a jar, you can knock on it with a knife handle just to get the air bubbles to release a little bit. Or you can buy rubber grippers. I have some of those, but sometimes I still have to use my hand to do that. There's one that you can get on Amazon now. It looks kind of like a hedge trimmer, I guess. Except in the middle it has different jar cap sizes, and you can clamp it around that, and it does all the moving, and you don't have to squeeze your hands.
And we don't have to bother our husbands with opening
Absolutely.
the jar.
In fact, my husband has asked me if he can use it to open it up, because it really does work.
Yeah.
So, we'll leave links to those in the comments below, because those are wonderful, wonderful tools.
I think everybody at this point knows that vinegar is the miracle cleaning solution. But did you know that if you combine vinegar with different household items, you can target specific problem areas? For an inexpensive DIY screen cleaner, all you need is distilled water and white vinegar. Pour equal parts into a pump sprayer. Give it a shake. You've got your DIY screen cleaner. When you're cleaning your screen, be sure to use a microfiber cloth and spray the solution on the cloth, not the screen, and gently wipe. While you've got your vinegar out, go ahead and make some carpet cleaner by taking equal parts hydrogen peroxide and equal parts vinegar. Go ahead and label these bottles while you're thinking about it. Take your new DIY carpet cleaner, spray, and let it sit for just a couple of minutes, and then gently dab at the stain. Then let it dry. Voila! Last but not least, you want to make some DIY window cleaner. So, distilled water again, 1 cup. And then you do 2 tablespoons of alcohol and 2 tablespoons of trusty old vinegar again. And there you have it, the most effective, cheapest DIY cleaning hacks.
You don't just have to use vinegar to clean. Drinking vinegar can do a lot of things too. Pickle juice?
Yeah.
I pickle a lot of things, and it's basically vinegar and water. If you drink pickle juice, it will help relieve cramps.
You know what else will help relieve cramps? Taking a spoonful of mustard.
Which is basically the same thing.
Yeah, but it really works.
Yeah, because when I make mustard, vinegar is a component of that. Vinegar's a component of that. I think there's something about the vinegar is just, it does everything. The next one is purely about convenience, but I really do love this, and I use this a lot at the lake because we have guests so often, and we require our guests to clean up after themselves when they come down. We are not the Cabana Boys. We expect our people to empty out their trash cans. We expect them
Clean
to
their sheets.
Clean their sheets. They have to take
Make
them
the
off,
bed.
make
Yep.
the beds back on with fresh sheets for the next people coming through. If you're going to ask your guests to do that, they need to be able to get to everything they need. We always have the extra sheets there, but also keep extra trash bags underneath the one that's being used in the small trash cans in their bedrooms and in their bathrooms. That way they can pull the one out they need to and just reach down and pull up the next one for the next person's use, which is very convenient. But another hack that I learned from my daughter, actually, she saves all of her bags from your grocery bags that you use, the plastic ones. She puts those in the bottom of the trash can and then just pulls those out when it's time for the next one. They're about the same size as the small trash can bags. And they're so easy to pull out with the handles, tie them, and then use the next one. And
it's free.
It is, and it is better for the environment. You're using something that's already been used for something else. So it's another great hack, especially in an area where it doesn't matter what the trash can looks like.
I keep an entire roll of big trash bags in my kitchen garbage can underneath the plastic bag.
So smart.
Now, this next one I learned from my husband. If you ever want to make sure you don't forget something on your way out the door, put something out of place in your pathway. That way you'll be forced to step over it or at least wonder, why is that can of green beans in the middle of the floor? And you'll think, oh, because I've got to put the towels in the dryer.
That's really smart. You know, I still work and I love to bring my lunch, but I always forget it. I'll make it the night before, then run out the door. So now I've gotten to where I'll put my car keys in the refrigerator on top of my lunch because I know I'm not going anywhere without those car keys. That way I don't forget it.
If you're like me, and you need readers for the small print, instead of having to remember to take them with you wherever you go, just leave a bunch of readers in every possible location in your house. I have them in the kitchen, I have them in the bathroom, I have them in the pantry, I have them in the office. Just have these laying around the house for the irrigation panel or for the electrical panel, because of course we can never read that small print. You can get a pack of 3 at Costco for $9.99.
My husband does the same thing, and he also carries one around in the car so that when we go out to eat, he can take them inside and read the menu because he can't read the menu without them. So it is what it is. So make life easy on yourself.
Yeah.
Another one, this is for landscaping. If you are filling up pots for flowers or for herbs, use the existing plastic pot that it came in, turn it upside down in the planter, and then pour the dirt around it. That way you don't have to use as much dirt.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do is put rocks in there. Sometimes I'll do a cement block. That'll keep the pot from being tippy. If it's a really tall pot, it's also good for drainage. So if you're watering and you have that layer between the dirt and the bottom of the pot, it will be able to drain the water properly.
This is one I use a lot. If your mascara is getting clumpy or dried out, take a few drops of contact solution and mix it up. It'll make it last longer.
I love that. So is that like when you run out of fingernail polish or it starts to get too dry, you put a drop of the remover in there and shake it up and then you can use it? Same kind of thing.
Yeah, same kind of thing.
Love that. So here's one that I actually use a lot. I love to cook. I love to try new recipes. I am constantly looking up recipes online, but I hate the ads that pop up when you're going through and trying to read the ingredients.
Or the backstory about, I just started my day with my 3 kids and my dog, and they met, like.
Yeah, and we're #blessed. And I just want to let you know that I'm like, no, I want to scroll.
I just want the recipe.
I mean, come on, how much salt, woman? Tell me how much salt goes in this thing. So if you click on print, you can actually see it advertisement free, and you can actually print it to a PDF into your notes and just have it there and set up a note for recipes.
So I bought one of those cheap iPad holders that you can attach to the wall and a small round mirror, and I placed it at just the right part of the wall in my bathroom so I can use both hands when I'm fixing the back of my hair.
What are your favorite tried and true hacks?
You know what I need? And I wish somebody would tell me. How do you peel hard-boiled eggs? Because it takes me longer to peel the eggs than it takes me to boil the eggs. I need an egg hack.
You heard her. Somebody please send this woman an egg hack. Please do so in the comments below. We love to learn.
We all need more ways to make life a little bit easier.
Yes, especially if you're over 50.